Welcome back to OSG's Napoleon's Last Gamble. We're playing the Quatre Bras scenario, and we are starting the French phase 5 p.m. And we find that Ney has been successful storming both the Chateau victory point hex and the Quatre Bras victory point hex. He is undergoing some bombardment from Prince William's now. Wellington is back here helping the reinforcements come in. So a little analysis here. What Ney needs to do is probably push the buffer here away from Quatre Bras to not allow the coalition, when they get more reinforcements, to directly attack it. We'll see if that can work out here. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the turn counter. We're in the 5 p.m. turn now. The coalition is getting some serious reinforcements this hour. And then it looks like cavalry. So this is the next largest infantry reinforcement they're getting. So that'll happen during the Allied coalition phase. So let's look at the sequence of play. I had that up before. There we go. We don't do anything through here because it's not that time. Okay, it's only on weather turns. So we are in the command phase. And if we look, here's Ney. And Ney will activate Riley. Actually, this suppress marker goes away. We see here all suppression markers on the map are removed at the end of combat phase 5. That was end of during the coalition's turn, so they did not follow up the artillery bombardment with a attack. So when we look at command, Riley's in, Ney's in. These all are within 3 of Riley. I believe, yeah, there's a 4-7 here. No, that's part of the 2nd Corps. Hold on. There we go. 3rd Cavalry Corps, that's Kellerman's. And Ney will activate him. So all of these units are in command. Meanwhile, we continue the Kellerman saga down to the south. Last turn he didn't activate. Let's see what happens this turn. Okay, this turn he does. That's a good sign. He can move up now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, the Kellerman move will be pretty straightforward. Command movement segment. So Kellerman will move up with a solid artillery unit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that what we want to do? Yeah, we don't want him to go off on an excursion this way. We're going to need him. This unit will be interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. He could move this flank, but at this point they've got this crossroad open. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's just going to move up to here. And now he can go this way if he needs to. I did do some analysis beforehand, and I do think it's worthwhile to push these guys out of the woods. So I'm going to move these guys here. And let's see here. And then I think Ney will extend here. We'll use the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I kind of like here. So he will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he'll move there. I have all bets that this guy will retreat before combat. Confidence, I mean, all confidence. I'm almost tempted to stack all my artillery. So I've got an attack going on here. Um, I may actually do that. Let's move this guy here. And I know there's a 7-4 in here somewhere. There he is. Okay. Okay, so that will give me 13 and 8, 21, 21 to 7, 8. 8. I'm almost at 3 to 1. They've got 8. The cavalry, the artillery is halved. Oh wait, that's a light cavalry unit. Doesn't matter. It's still halved. So they've got 8. We've got 21. We only need 3 more to put us over the top. That's interesting. See, I've got this. You know, I think this guy. Let's do his move back. If I was playing an opponent, that would be illegal. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I like that idea better. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Still in range of Kellerman. That's good. Oh, and that's only 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's fine. Wouldn't want any British to get the idea to come down through here. So we do see the cavalry is screening the flanks here. That is very extended. But Kellerman hopefully can take care of him. So I'm going to have to reinforce this attack too, just from a positional point of view. And by having 2 artillery, that acts as counter battery. So too many choices here. Okay, let's see. I've got the cavalry here and 2 artillery, and I've pretty much got the 9th here. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm a little concerned about the artillery bombardment emanating from there, so I'm going to move the infantry here. I was tempted to move it here, but then that puts it within range of 2. These units are in the woods, so that's protection. Quatre Bras is somewhat exposed, but I'm thinking they could get adjacent here, but that unit is protecting. So I do have a spare cavalry unit here. Actually, what am I going to do with that cavalry unit? I think I'll move him up here so he can screen between these. Now let's check position for leaders, and I think I'm going to concentrate all the artillery in Quatre Bras. Now that let me just move these leaders out of the way here. So yeah, don't know if that's wise, but solid counter battery of 2. Now the question is where to put the leaders. Let's see. So this guy way out here has to be activated by Ney. I mean, are we worried about them bombarding our leaders? No. Any other place, I think they'll just concentrate here. So that should set us up here. Kellerman's moving up, so just checking command check. If Kellerman activates, we're good. Riley is here, and all his units are within 3, and Ney can reach out and touch the extended 3rd Cavalry Corps unit over here. Now, there's something to be said about stacking your cavalry and charging, but at this point with this setup, I don't think it's going to happen. Now, the question is, can these guys withdraw? I think if you're being attacked by more cavalry than you are, you can't do withdrawal, so I'll check that. I'm going to clear the move. And let's see, I am set up for the bombardment phase to fire at him with 2, and he can fire at me with 2. Or he could go after the cavalry. But we still got cavalry here. So, I'm going to need to check the rules here for a second. Alright, it seems I've found my rule. Restrictions on retreat before combat. Units in the EZOC of a cavalry unit with an equal or greater movement allowance may not retreat before combat. And obviously you can't if you're surrounded or stacked with infantry or artillery. Normally you can elect to retreat 1 or 2 hexes, but the problem is I did bring this guy up. That was I put him up there to screen, but luckily that freezes this guy, so he is going to be attacked. So let's go through the sequence of play here. Line of sight step, no. Cavalry step. Yeah, here is the coalition artillery. Here is the French artillery. They can both fire at each other. And it looks like they're both 4. So, moving through here, artillery reaction phase, the non-phasing player executes bombardment, may be reduced by counter battery. So this one can do some bombardment here. There's no benefit in trying to run this guy back because this one, the cavalry retreat step is already over. So it could bombard here or can bombard here. Again, could bombard in the woods, but they're going to be, I believe, halved. Let me just make sure. Woods hex. No bombardment from or into. Safe in the woods. So that guy is safe in the woods. So the only other 2 hex units are these 2. So, and that one will whittle down with counter battery fire to a 2. Let's see what that looks like. Wow. Picking everything but what I need here. There we go. If you do a get 2 bombardment, you could suppress them or on a 5 or 6 cause DR. I could do it here on all of their artillery. It would be a straight 2. Or I could do a 4 against this guy. And a 4, 3, he could be suppressed before the combat, or he could get it. Oh wait, a 4, he could get a suppress or a DR, or a 6, 1R. And I don't think there's any special rules against bombarding cavalry. And there won't be any counter battery fire. So it looks like you get the best bang for the buck by hitting the cavalry. Alright, actually let's figure out line of sight here. This unit here, see this ridge seems, I mean I'm looking at the example here, and when you see this kind of stuff, it doesn't seem they can fire through. Yeah, like he can't fire through here, so that's a block. So if I look between here and here, this would seem to block, okay? So it seems like the only fire they've got is down here, if I read that right. So it will be a 4 down half of the artillery in the hex for counter battery. So it's on the 2 table, 2 to 3, and the best we can hope for is a DR. Okay. May convert it to 1R instead of a DR. Yeah, but I don't I don't want to reduce them. So it seems they can push the French cavalry away. Well, let's see what happens. And we roll a 1d6. A 5, that's a solid result on a 2. That is a DR. And I'm not going to take a step loss. So it would seem the French artillery is scared off their position here. But at this point, that's not a problem because we've screened forward on Quatre Bras. And then that means, based on the sequence of play, they're 3 hexes away. They're halved. So 4 goes to 2. 2 is counteracted by the 2 here. So French have lost the artillery duel. That's about the end of that. So now we can do the attacks here. I don't think there's anything special. Nope. Except the cavalry. I'm sorry. Is in the marsh. So cavalry's at half. So this is at full 4. 4 and 9 is 13. 13 and 2 is 15. That's pretty big odds. 15 to 2 is 7 to 1. 6 to 1 plus. We have the chance to eliminate them. That's great. So let's roll the die. And it's a 7 to 1 on 4, 6 to 1 on 4. Oh, bummer. But we could have had an exchange. DR2. Okay. So effectively, they did get their retreat before combat. And they have to retreat towards their supply source here. So it'll be 1, 2. No leaders here. I can advance, I believe, 1 infantry unit. Let's see, does this one show? Does this show advance after combat? Just to check the rules. Nope. Tracing supply, retreats and elimination, recon, cavalry charge. Good to know if I ever do that. I would like to, well, I could move him out of the marsh. Would be nice to move both of these, but I guess I can just move 1. Okay. So we're starting to press that flank. Yeah, so it does say just 1 infantry unit without leaders. Maybe well, Riley had to stay there. I could have put Ney there, but or I could advance this, but I think this is okay here. So, wow, that's hard to move around here. Okay, then we got the second attack here. This isn't as good odds. 3 and 4, 7 is 8 because the cavalry's halved. And then we've got 8 and 13 is 21. Well, 3 more and I would have gotten it, but that's going to be a 2 to 1. Am I running the risk of retreating here? Oh, I think AR is turned into, in the woods, it's turned into shock. And let's look at the 2, 1, 3. Kind of got the advantage on this, on a shock attack. So we're going to do a 2 to 1. And let's see what we get. 4. Okay, we got a DR. I'll take that. He can't retreat here. He can't retreat here. He can only retreat here. Now, question is, do I want to advance and keep him engaged? So I force him to attack me next turn. But again, I can only advance with 1 infantry unit. So maybe discretion is a better part of valor. I didn't assign leaders to these attacks. Well, I'm learning. I focused on my leader placement based on control for the next turn. It would have been better to maybe put Ney here and Riley here. Then I could have done more, but these units need to stay here. They're screening Quatre Bras. Maybe this guy could move up, but I would probably concentrate and attack him. So I think what we've got here is the French are doing okay. They're pushing the coalition away on the flanks here. We still got this big concentration here and a new unit here. But I think that does it for the French. Let's look at that. Yep. So that is the end of the French phase. I will remove the moved marker. Yeah, so the strategy is if the French can have strong positions, this is going to be tough up here because it's open, but have strong positions and keep screening Quatre Bras, I think they could win. So, again, usual disclaimer: if somebody's watching this and they're familiar with the game, both from a rules and a strategy point of view, I would love to have your comments on any rules I'm getting wrong and or not wise strategy. Okay. Thanks for listening, and we'll come back with the 4 p.m. turn. No, we're not at 4 p.m. I think we're at 5 p.m. Hold on. Yeah, come back with a 5 p.m. coalition phase. All right. Thanks for listening. See you at the next one.